Hello DXB family, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're doing well. I'm still under the weather, but I'm getting there. So thanks for sending me all your messages. Smash a like and let's get on with this important video today. So first of all, guys, the Bitcoin is ranging between $57,000 and $56,000. Nothing strange over there. And I think in terms of the short-term news, we could see us as high as $61,000 before we talk about anything that's going to break down to the downside. But if we do break down, then you can see here, this is a comparative bull market correction downturns from 2011 all the way down back to 2017, and each time 2018, and of course 2022. And you can see here, each time the drop gets or this time or last time it was smaller. So if we do see that drawback to 2024, which is around here, you could see that it's only done, it's about 25% correction over there. Listen, guys, Bitcoin's been incredibly held up by the ETFs, whether people like it or not. The ETFs have actually got us to break all-time high very early, and subsequently, we're not dropping as much, I think, because of the fact that there's more money in Bitcoin right now. It takes billions of dollars to hold this thing up. Now, that's very bullish, right? It's very bullish, and that's the pattern I'm seeing right now. If we do drop, where do we go? So if we drop, I think we go mid-40s and then we bounce back up. But what can lead us to drop? Well, we've got a number of events happening. One presidential debate tonight. And I think the importance of this debate is not to be underestimated, because this is where the market kind of gets a look and feel about the candidate. You've got the Bitcoin candidate versus the, the first ever female potential American president. And so there is these nuances playing in the background. If he smashes it, it means obviously there is more confirmation that he's likely to win, meaning that the market could be pricing that in some way or another. But this is, of course, we're not a political channel, and this is just estimation on how this market moving news can impact where we are at this critical stage of the to the rate cuts. Bullish news everywhere. Department of Government Efficiency, as always. Doge, memecoin, altcoins. World's richest man, obviously back in crypto. And of course, Michael Saylor here saying, I talked about this yesterday, but saying Bitcoin to $13 million. And his logic was, over the next 21 years, if Bitcoin captures 7% of global capital, then that's 13 million per Bitcoin. But currently it's only 0.1%, right? Very interesting stuff, guys. And obviously long-term macro bullish. Every single one of us here should be building long-term wealth to at least own one Bitcoin. It's against inflation, against fiat currency. This is a chart here from November 2024. You can see the performance of Bitcoin versus gold and savings, and that's incredible. That is absolutely incredible. You see that chart and you start realizing, we've been around all these years. Look at that. Complete outperformance of any other asset class. And that's obviously what Michael Saylor saw. And incredibly, of course, MicroStrategy now outperforming the likes of Nvidia and the S&P 500 by and large. So any market metrics, anybody who's doubting or has long-term negative thoughts about being in cryptocurrency, I don't think you have a choice. This is the best space to be in. Altcoins are the fastest way to make money, and that's why it's important for you to plan your portfolio and not fall in love with your bags, but also understand you're going to have some that you're going to hold deep into the bull market, and some you're going to trade. It's quite natural to make that plan. And if you're not taking a old school pen and paper ready to hand, and make that happen as soon as possible, because this is what I expect. And this absolutely aligns with my theory that we may see a wick down if we see some negative news over here of CPI. So if the data is lower than expected, this is good news for price of Bitcoin, right? Now, if the price is higher than expected, we will likely to take another dump from BTC, likely to the new Friday lows. If all goes well, 61,000 is the price target for this Bitcoin going into next week. That's incredible. I mean, listen, at the end of the day, before the rate cuts, and I said yesterday, the rate cuts obviously have that impact, and it's always sell the news event more than anything else. So you just have to be prepared. Again, put that as part of your plan on what to do in case the prices do drop. Now, again, I want to clarify this for a few people. I'm fully committed to the market. I'm 99% allocated, but a small percentage of stable coins that I have right now at my disposal, I'm going to use that wisely, whether it's a new project like, I don't know, Peak or Aether or Kai Network or whatever that comes that I can get into. I want to do that. And then on the side, if there's any significant dips, I want to add to the likes of, Mavia, Alephium, basedai, and a few others that we track. But overall, if you look at the monthly, there's still plenty of projects that are not performing or catching fire as they should. So this is the Binance bubbles. Let's go to the MEXC bubbles. And you can see here, it's a mixed bag over the month. So a good time. This is MPC is a token that outperformed the entire market, including Bitcoin. And now, look at that. It did incredible numbers for the 12 months, and now it's literally stagnant. So this is a very good time to create a list of projects that you want to hold. So with that being said, guys, I want to now just show you a couple of metrics over here. This is the old season index historically. And look where we are. We're still in Bitcoin season by a mile. Bitcoin dominance still high. And of course, we are at the other spectrum of the index over here in the red. So we need this to cross, and we need to have an alt season. But you will also notice that alt seasons are way shorter than Bitcoin seasons, right? So something that you need to prepare in terms of arranging your exit strategy. And finally, I want to show you this metric. Now, it's funny. This is where we are right now. So if I take you back to 2021 November, you can see everything has been absolutely leaning to the right. And you can see here the social metrics were off the chain. Let me take you back to these times. Look how hot the market is. And this is a brilliant indicator to understand where the metrics are. And this is 2017. Look at this, so price metrics off the roof. And this is a fantastic indicator to tell when the bull market, when you should be out of the market, really getting out of the market. But right now, if you go to the other side, you can see here, everything is just towards the left. Price metrics, just above 2, social, overall on-chain summary, metrics, everything is just to the left. Now we need this to go absolutely full throttle. And that's when you should be going out of the market. And for those of you that asked me about the SUI unlocks, SUI has a 28% circulation, 26% or nearly 27%. And there is an unlock in 20 days, which is 2% of the total supply, or 64 million, 0.19 SUI. And then, of course, everybody wants to know what SUI circulating would be. And I believe it's 3.5 million by next September. So we've got plenty of time to take juice out of this one, guys. All right. So overall, have a plan, because this is the calm before the storm. And I'm seeing all of the different metrics being absolutely on point right now. This is all the tokens that outperform against Bitcoin. And you can see here, there are 42 of them who have done incredibly. Interestingly for us, Alephium was at 26 with 83% against Bitcoin. And Kaspa was 41% against Bitcoin, which is very, very impressive, considering that it's been, Alpha has been just doing this quietly. And then you've obviously got Pendle, you've got AGI 130%, you've got EOS 172, Pepe Coin, OG 190, Banana Gun. You've got the likes of, you've got, of course, you have Pepe, Turbo, 10X. But look at this. Number 3 in the entire year was actually Mantra, which done obviously 1,550% against Bitcoin. So that's quite interesting, if I'm being honest. But you know, overall, have a plan, have a list of targets. I mean, everybody knows what we buy, what we sell, what we accumulate. If you want to join us, link is in the description. And you know, we'll definitely get you out of the market on time, because of the fact that obviously we've got a lot of different metrics and ranges to go and leave the market. And now that becomes the most critical thing in your, you know, apart from buying and DCAing, you must have an exit plan and you must have a buy plan. If you want to do that, join us at the Discord, links in the description, and I'll catch you on the next one, guys. Take care.